I think Candy Kong is canonically Donkey Kong's girlfriend as well, so good on you, buddy, you got a real catch. Not quite sure how I would feel about it, you know, the super hairy legs. I'm not really into it, maybe some other guys are, but here we go, first boss of the game, and yeah, this is a complete and utter joke, man. Just a giant beaver, I think that's what these things are. Some kind of like weird mutant beavers, but all he does is hop around and you can just hit him pretty consecutively. The hops get more and more drastic, but, I mean, yeah, you just take him down no problem. I think, you know, because I've seen a lot of playthroughs of this game despite having never beaten it myself, the bosses definitely seem like kind of a low point. Like, they're just really minor, you know? There's not a super amount of... Oh, great, monkey minds. This is gonna happen sooner rather than later, isn't it? But, there are not a super amount of worlds in this game, so not a ton of bosses that we have to take care of, so, I don't know, maybe it was just a low priority or something like that, but they all seem pretty underwhelming to me from what I've seen. I will give the sequels that. I think they appear to have, like, more engaging bosses, I think, but I definitely want that frog in there, so did hear up. Let's go ahead and get a higher jump off this freaking bird. There we go, gotcha. Because this is, I forget the name of the frog, but it's going to be pretty useful for this level at the very least whenever we have these very steep jumps. And this is an occasion where Donkey Kong would not really be the best. You know, I do prefer his shorter jumps on a lot of occasions because it's just easier to kind of gauge where you're going and what you got to do. And just doing it in general, I suppose. But for a game like this, or a level like this rather, where you have really steep jumps, obviously Diddy is going to be the best, and obviously having a frog that can outjump them both is going to be the best as well, so just a lot of creativity that went into this game. It's kind of difficult to imagine. Like, imagine you're Rare, and I don't know, like, I'm assuming that, like, Nintendo just went up to them and they were like, hey, you want to make a Donkey Kong game? Oh, as I have 3 of these things as well. Let's put a pin in that for right now. I don't think this is as good as the Rhino one, as far as just the amount of golden ones that you can get. But, I mean, we can still get a fair amount. And I think the secret thing still applies, too. I think if I go all the way to the right, I can get, like a super jumbo golden ostrich, which I probably want to do that sooner rather than later, because that clock, I think it speeds up as it gets lower. So let's see, I think I just jump and we do that. There we go. Yeah, see, I would have never figured that out as a kid. So we get the giant one. I think that's like 100. Oh, 374. Oh, I guess it just doubles it. Okay, so it's a little game of risk and reward there. Like, it'll double it, so you want to have the most amount of golden ostriches that you can get before you get up there. But you'll run out of time pretty quickly because the time elapses, like, pretty fast. Let's see if I can get to 500. That would be pretty cool. Come on, can I get... Oh, yeah, we got it. 500. 5 extra lives, yeah. I don't think there's any better way to get lives in this game. Now, this has been surprisingly smooth so far. You know, I'm just waiting for that one level that's gonna kick me in the teeth and be like, yep, you're not as good as you think. And, you know, I think I'm fairly decent at platformers, although, you know, every platformer is kind of different. You have to get a feel for their mechanics and things like that. Like, I think it would be difficult to just jump into a game blind and say, like, oh, I'm a platformer pro, I can do that. And, you know, things like that. But, so that thing we put a pin on, it must have just been kind of weird for Rare to either be like, get approached by Nintendo and be like, hey, do you want to take one of our super legacy characters being Donkey Kong and just do something with him that has never really been done before? Or maybe just going up to Nintendo and being like, hey, can you trust one of your super legacy characters to us to just make this weird platforming game with? I'd say it paid off, though. Isn't this like one of the top-selling games on the SNES? I think it's top 5 at the very least. I believe it was actually bundled with an SNES because, oh no. Yeah, this is it. Ah, crap, the minecart level. Yeah, these are the ones that always gave me the most trouble as a kid. I don't think I could beat a single one of these. In fact, I don't think I ever got past World 2 in this game, at least not on my own. I would watch my cousin play it, like, all the way through. Although I never saw her beat the final boss, so I don't think if she could, like, completely beat it or not. She could definitely get a lot further than me, though, because, well, our family owned the freaking Super Nintendo, and I didn't, but this very much reminds me of the minecart levels in Ukulele, you know, what kind of encouraged me to start this little playthrough up right here. Here we go, okay. Just jump over these and I believe we'll be fine. Yeah, how do the uphill... How do the uphill jumps actually work? Oh no, I missed the cake, crap. Oh god, this is going really fast now. No, not the extra life, no, oh my god. Oh god, I'm missing everything in here. Okay, oh, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to focus for this one. Okay, seems easy enough. Oh, ooh, that was close. Okay, get the G, although it's kinda useless. Oh, wow, really? It's kinda useless since I didn't get the N, I guess, but okay. We're down to just Donkey. Oh, wow, Jesus. Track layouts. Come on, oh, no. I did not think I was gonna make that. Okay, we got this. I think we're almost at the end now. Oh, my god. Okay, yeah, it's the arrow. I think we're good. No, oh, come on! Oh god, that came speeding out like a bullet. Okay, that was nonsense. God, I was at the very end. I was at the arrow. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, let's try this again. Boy, a lot of these jumps you feel like you were just not gonna make. The jumping of the minecart, it feels weird. It does not feel as good as when you're jumping with the Kongs. That's for sure. Okay, can I get the end this time? No, I can't. But there is this extra life up here, so if I bunny hop... There we go. Oh, no. Took another hit. Come on. Yeah, there's a reason. I believe these kind of live on in infamy. I remember reading Nintendo Power. I think it was out around when Donkey Kong Country Returns was first released for the Wii. Ooh, I made it that time. You know, they were going on and on about the minecart levels, and I was like, yeah, preach it! Like, I know how you feel. I was glad that it seemed to me like other people had difficulties with it as well. Okay, oh. Okay, there's that one that's just gonna come out of nowhere and just nail me. Okay, it's after this. Okay, it's up with the arrow. Okay, where is it? Just comes speeding like a bat. Oh, that was it. I was about to say, it comes speeding like a bat out of hell, but I actually did it. Okay, cool. Hey, I beat the minecart level. It only took 2 tries. That's kind of shocking to me. But okay. Bouncy Bonanza. Yeah, we have more of the jumping jack flashes around here. Oh yeah, the barrels can kill the bees, I believe. Of course, can't jump on the bees because they got the little spikies. And as we all know, rule number 1 in the platformers, if the enemy is spiky up top, you cannot kill it. At least with a jump. Well, that was stupid. Don't know why I thought there would be a little safe area right there in the middle, and it turned out to not be the case. I welcome everyone to why I'm going to need all 30 of these lives, and why it's completely possible that I might still get a game over. Okay, let's be more smart this time. Let's go ahead and take this guy out before we get over there. Okay, he's still going to come here. Looks like I'll be safe. Boom, like that. Yeah, another instance where Diddy is pretty useful. Oh, I thought you were staying over there. Or Diddy's pretty useful because he can jump high. And don't worry, guys, this is not going to be like a completely unedited playthrough. If one segment is just giving me a lot of trouble, I'm not going to waste everyone's time by trying like 10 times or more to actually do it. Luckily, this one's at the very beginning of the level, so it's not all that difficult to actually get back to where I was. But, I fully acknowledge that, you know, this game's really rough, and I don't like watching someone attempt the same thing over and over and over again. So I'm assuming that other people are like that as well. So there's the DK barrel. Yeah, need that one pretty badly. Go ahead and take that extra hit. Can I take both bees out at the same time? No, I cannot, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about, again, on the atmosphere. I really harped on it on the water level. But, okay, so we're inside a cave, right? And so the first thing that comes to mind, I'm like, okay, let's compare cave levels. Let's compare this to, ow. Stay out of the way there. Let's compare this to Super Mario World. Which I will say, I think essentially, is can I really not get the checkpoint barrel because I don't have Diddy? That's a scummy move. Or I can just, yeah, just roll the wheel over here. That's what I'm supposed to do. But, so let's compare this cave level to a cave level in Super Mario World. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I know in World 2, I think it was like Donut Land in Super Mario World. You know, there's a cave level. I'd like, that cave level is like, as far as presentation and feel is concerned, it has nothing on this. I mean, it's kind of difficult to just forget, like, how advanced this was for the Super Nintendo, as I probably should have hurried up a little bit more right there. But, what's in here? Ah, the frog! Hey, Winky. How's it going? I'll take it. But, I just think, like, there's really no comparison. Like, you were not gonna get a level on the Super Nintendo, as far as a platformer was concerned, that felt like this when you were in a cave, or even looked like this. I mean, look at this. You have, like, background layers, and the music is all kind of, like drippy, and something that... is that a correct descriptor? It feels drippy? I don't know if that's a good way to put it. But I guess just long story short is just, like, yeah, it feels like an actual cave. It's dark, like an actual cave. Super Mario World, you just kind of got that, like, yeah, it's kind of like rocky here, but did it really feel like a true cave? At least on the level that this game does? Like, I don't think it really did. So, I mean, just, again, just more impressive than Mario World on that front, I feel like. And where was that in? I missed the in somewhere. But of course, guys, I don't know where all the Kong letters are, so, I mean, this is not a 100% a playthrough here, if you couldn't guess. And it's also not a super competent one, if you couldn't guess from that either. Good stuff here. But, I can't believe I missed that. I feel like I was at the end of the level, too. That sucks. Well, let's see if I can actually do this time. I lost the frog, unfortunately, but luckily, we still got the tire to shoot me all the way up here. Yeah, and this is kind of what I'm talking about as far as the secret rooms are concerned. Like, is this really all that interesting? It's just a bunch of bananas in here. It's not even, like, an extra life or anything. You just get the bananas and you fall down. Kinda underwhelming to me, you know? It's not... I don't know. I'm not really hating, but there's a reason that I never really, I guess, took the opportunity to, like, try to find all the secrets in the game or get it all down pat, you know? Ooh, and this level, I remember this one just because these guys are kind of scary, yeah. These are the guys where they only, I don't think you can kill these guys at all, but you can only stop them by hitting the stop-go barrels right here. Yeah, look at that. This is another level where Diddy's is going to be superior, which is a lot of levels now that I think about it. Just, there's a reason he's kind of universally praised as the best character in this game. But, he's definitely the best because we kind of got to rush through here. Like, the stop and go does not last a whole lot of time. And it feels like this level was kind of designed, I'm not going to go for that, that takes kind of an advanced technique where you somersault and then jump. Which, admittedly, oh no, I feel like, I do not really have down pat, but that's going to be a problem if I don't have Diddy. But thankfully I got him here, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch back to him right quick, yeah, just to make this a tad bit easier on me. But, yeah, this level kind of feels like it was made to be rushed, you know, kind of go a little bit faster, which I kind of appreciate in my platformers. Those of you that have watched the Mega Man X playthroughs know that I really appreciate, I guess, expediency and flow in my platformers, which is why I prefer Mega Man X very much so to classic Mega Man series. And so whenever I get the chance to just kind of like rip it out, you know, just kind of like freaking go here in Donkey Kong, oh god, I just think, speaking of just going, whenever there's a sense of speed in Donkey Kong Country, you know, I really appreciate it. Oh, hey, another save station, eh, Candy? I believe every single world will have one of each of the Kongs, if I remember correctly. Just go ahead and nab that save. Good stuff, good stuff. Although I remember playing this game with my cousins, I don't think we knew, and I believe, like, you can just manually go back to other worlds. I believe that's the case. You can just go back to other worlds and save. We didn't know that, so we'd get to a really hard level and we couldn't beat it and we'd miss a lot of progress because we didn't know that you could just go back and save that way, I guess. Like, if you haven't reached the save station in a world, can you just, like, go back to a previous world and save? I don't really know, but another secret. See, this one's pretty obvious. See, I think we want... Well, I wanted the Diddy barrel. Actually, no, I want the K, because there are plenty of DK barrels all over the freaking place, yeah. Although I guess I could go back in there and... Oh! Well, there's another one right here. Yeah, speaking of DK barrels being all over the freaking place. These are more the big crocs that only DK can take down, and I don't know why I'm going backwards, but... Yeah, they're just little things that you don't really think of when you're a kid, I guess, you know, that maybe make the experience a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. But here's another really good example of an atmosphere, man. Again, David Wise's soundtrack just sounding amazing. And that's another secret barrel right there. I'm not quite sure how I would get that without getting hit, though. Yeah, I mean, that's just a giant wheel just kind of existing in the ether. But, I think this level kind of perfectly encapsulates... Because this is a very... I mentioned how I appreciate the atmosphere of Donkey Kong Country 1 more so over 2 and 3. Maybe because it's so naturalistic. You know, you really get this sense that you're just in this jungle, you know? Like, where did the temple and the mines come from? Like, did the monkeys make them? Probably not. Just, you know, just that environment that I really appreciate. And David Wise's music just captures that just so impeccably, I feel like. Just... You know, this feeling of like an ancient temple long since abandoned, like who put it here, things like that. And I guess I'm not getting that secret, unfortunately. Duck! That's fine, though. Not gonna lose too much sleep over it. But David Wise just really completes this game. I wonder what he's doing these days. I believe he contributed to Yooka-Laylee. In fact, I pointed out in the ice level that, yeah, this sounds very David Wise-esque. I wonder if he's still composing. I mean, this game was... almost 30 years ago. Because I mentioned I was born in the same year that this game was released, and that's just making me think that, yeah, 30 is getting closer and closer. Now I'm a tad depressed. Not really. I mean, we should celebrate aging in a lot of ways, but, 30 is just a big milestone, you know? Not necessarily a good one. I think my problem there is that I needed to roll. I just barely got past it, just, my god. Yeah, this level is making me think maybe I should practice up this game a little bit more. Because I lost a lot of lives just trying to get back to that point, and it looks like we're not out of the woodwork yet. So, man, those things life comes at you fast! Oh no. Yeah, I'm down to 24 lives. This has been pretty rough. Like, man, this is making me think that, like, yeah, maybe you should practice this up a little bit more. Because this is getting hard, and we're only on World 2. Ouch. We're gonna try actually rolling this time, like I should have been doing the entire time. There we go. That's how you're supposed to handle it. I'm still just down to Diddy, though, so I'm not quite sure how this is gonna go. But hey, we're at the arrow at the very least. Although that arrow's not gonna mean a whole lot if I don't make it past this segment, but... Okay, yeah, look, I'm gonna go for that. Just a few freaking bananas. Maybe if it was a one-up balloon, but God knows we can't have too many of those now, can we? Oh, and that's the final boss of this world up here, too. Yeah, just before Cranky's cabin. Yeah, I took a big hit on lives right there, though. If that's a sign of anything's to come, well, there might be some more hardships ahoy.